Here we have Shawn Rhoden and Brandon Curry at the 2011 Mr. Olympia event. It is hard to believe that Brandon smoked Shawn Ray here. He placed 8th, did Brandon Curry, and Shawn Rhoden down in 11th. And at first glance, you can see why. Shawn Rhoden, not nearly as hard and as crisp and vascular or even shapely when you look at the biceps as Brandon Curry. And this is these two Olympia's debut, both of them. And it is very hard to believe, actually, considering, on retrospect, Brandon Curry seems like the newer man on the block, and Shawn Rhoden seems like the grizzled veteran. But, on the contrary, both of these guys debuted in 2011. Let's have a different shot here, and a little bit chopped up where these ones didn't show the whole body, but I figured I would show them anyway because they were a little bit clearer. And if anybody was arguing that Shawn Rhoden was not in as good as condition in the upper body and probably the legs as well as Curry, take a close look at this one, guys. Brandon Curry, a smaller set of legs than Shawn Rhoden, though, I will admit. But his guns, look at the size of Brandon Curry's guns. Can't see the calves in this one, but I should have mentioned they were bigger for Shawn Rhoden in the first shot. Front lat spreads, this is not a bad shot for Shawn Rhoden, not at all. But Brandon Curry, this is probably naturally a better pose for him anyway than Shawn Rhoden. Look at the lats. And like I said, that deep condition, Shawn Rhoden, not as good. But again, Shawn Rhoden, you can see he has capabilities of winning. He has the lag advantage. And when you have the advantage in the lags, that's like running a race on flat ground as opposed to uphill. But anyway, this is more of just showing a showcase of these two. We're not really judging this one. I have no argument whatsoever that Shawn Rhoden lost this one to Brandon Curry in the side chest. It is definitely evident that Brandon Curry was the man between these two. For sure, Shawn Rhoden not really hitting this to spec, I guess, compared to Brandon Curry. But once again, guys, Shawn Rhoden, to a real stickler judge, a stickler with the lag department, I could see him even going, or him or her, I guess there's female judges, going with this Shawn Rhoden because of the glutes, the hamstrings. What a fantastic display this is. Brandon Curry, I mean, the guy works so hard on his legs, but you can see even the bone structure, very small, short set of legs. Anyway, there was no side tricep, unfortunately, so we find ourselves in a back comparison with the rear lat spread, of course. And Shawn Rhoden, again, those legs, glutes, legs, calves, he is the man. But when you look at the back development, take a close look, there's a vascularity level, and not only that, but a thickness in the lats of Brandon Curry that definitely would have got him an edge. Even look at the triceps from behind. Bigger, better. Anyway, this is, like I said, very hard to believe, considering I would have guessed Brandon Curry debuted much after Shawn Rhoden. But either way, Brandon Curry's been around the block a time or two. Rear double bicep, basically the same thing. Those thick lower lat insertions of Curry most certainly are getting him an edge in this one. Although this one might be a little bit better of a shot for Shawn Rhoden. Displays that Christmas tree area. A little bit nicer. But either way, he is definitely winning once again in the lag department. I think these guys were shopping at the same place for their little tiny posing trunks. Get to the chopper! Anyway, don't need an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression in a Shawn Rhoden versus Brandon Curry matchup. Another one here. I like to bring you guys as many picture comparisons as I can. It's a little extra work on my part, but hey, if it makes you guys pleased and satisfied at the end of this one that you have given it a fair shake, looking at all the pictures possible, then hey, that made my day. I feel like I'm doing my job much better. Calves. Look at the calves on Brandon Curry. Something he is still struggling with. Shawn Rhoden, not known for a good set of calves, but when you're not known for a bad set of calves, they're probably more than decent. A little unsymmetrical is the rear double bi for Brandon Curry, but I think it is the way that he is striking it. Definitely not a win for Shawn Rhoden, when you look at the back department. Abanthai, both of these guys tremendous in this shot, but I have to give this one to Shawn Rhoden. Look how small his waist was. Unreal. The 2018, people thought his Abanthai was tremendous. He had a gut compared to this one. Brendan Curry, a little bit wider in the waist, a little smaller in the legs. Shawn Rhoden with those legs and the leg to waist ratio, stuff of legend. Dream wrapped in a blanket. Not to mention, I do detect a little advantage in the leg when I look at the feathering. Might be a little drier, thinner skin for Brendan Curry, but nothing doing. This is a Shawn Rhoden pose, but I have to say nothing doing once more when I think of the overall winner in this one. I like the most muscular better for Brendan Curry when I look at the upper body. Again, legs a little skimpy. He is crouching forward, and that dwarfs the legs even more. But it is a nice shot. Nice shot for both men. And I know I sound mean when I say, oh, he needs to do it this way or do it that way. I'm only saying that in comparison with the top echelons. And that is the bodybuilders that we do compare on this channel. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this is not a very good shot for Shawn Rhoden. I mean, compare this with a normal man or a guy at the gym. See this live, and you'd be like, wow, look at that. That's an awesome, most muscular shot. But taken out of a different context, compared with a Brendan Curry, and no, it's not the greatest shot in the world. Brendan Curry is an excellent man at striking this shot. Much like a Phil Heath, those arms, massive. So at the end of the day, there was no trouble at all for Brendan Curry. I think it'll be a much better battle this year in the 2020 Mr. Olympia event between these two. They're both the Olympia champion. So that is a little bit crazy when you think about it. From debuting 11th place, 8th place, to being the champions. So it's going to be an exciting matchup this year, 2020, between these two. And many other as well. Hope you enjoyed this comparison, guys. Hit thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Have a great day.